Okay, so now we're going to look at how we solve this transportation problem that we looked at in class. So the first thing we need to do is get this data into Excel, and hopefully we've already installed the solver. Okay, so this is all the problem data. I'll just copy that, Control C, and then paste that into new workbook in Excel. Doesn't really matter how I paste it, that'll be okay. And then I can tidy this up a little bit. So I just need to line up the demands. Get rid of the $sign there. Get rid of these columns. That looks okay. We can work with that data now. Okay, so this is the data. We can call that the problem data. It's worth copying that. And this is where we're going to have our solution values. Okay, now we don't need this bottom row for our solution values. Neither do we need this column. Okay, and in here, we can clear this, Alt E, A. This is going to hold our solution values. So this is going to hold for example, this square will hold the supply from plant 1. That's the amount of supply from plant 1 that's used to meet demand at city 1, and so on. So you can see that there's 4 times 3, there's 12 decision variables that make up the solution. We're trying to find the optimal solution, the one that minimizes the total cost of meeting the demand at each city, given the cost of shipping from each plant to each city, which is given in this data here. Okay, so now we can go to Solver. So if we hit the Data tab and click on Solver, we now can write down what our objective function is going to be. So we'd like to minimize the total cost, and we can put the total cost in a box down here. Okay, so actually, let me close that dialog box, and I'll put in here the total cost. That's equal to each of these values here multiplied by the cost numbers here. Okay,